June is Men's Health Month, and of course, it's Father's Day, so we're looking out for the dad in your life. And we all know how difficult it is to get them to the doctor. So Melissa Knowles sat down with twin doctors, Jamil and Idris Abdur Rahman, for some tips for you.
Okay, Idris, tell me this. Why is it so hard to get the men in our lives to go to the doctor?
You know what? We call it testosterone poisoning. And it sounds like a joke, but it's actually true. Testosterone is why men tend to take more risky behavior, and why we like to jump out of planes and drive fast cars. But part of that is we just don't take care of ourselves. We don't feel the need to go to the doctor. We've got it all under control. So it's our hormones.
Jamil, just break it down for me. How do you get your dad to go to the doctor?
Well, you treat the men in your lives like your dad, like you would treat the boys in your lives, basically.
Okay.
And that means start by making their appointment for them. Women make 80% of the healthcare decisions in a family, so just make that appointment. That's number one. Number two, make sure they go by going with them. Do tandem appointments. That way you know he went. Number three, men like to feel like they have options. So give him options. Tell him, you know, you can have the concierge doctor come to you. Ooh. You can go to a Minute Clinic. You can see a nurse practitioner if you're a little, you know, if you have the white coat syndrome going on. And number four, consider having them see a female doctor. Research has shown that men initially don't want to see female doctors as often, but that when they do, they tend to open up a little bit more. And I think it's that machismo thing. You don't want to go to the male doctor and say, my back hurts, I'm anxious, I'm depressed. But you go to the female doctor and you just let it go.
Break this down for me. When you do get them to go to the doctor, if they do agree that you can come in that tandem appointment situation, in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, what should be on the checklist for what we should be asking or having them ask the doctor?
You know, anytime you go to the doctor, you're going to want to think about the old standby. So blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, weight, things like that. But the frequency of the testing is going to depend on your age. So it could be that for your blood pressure, blood sugar, every 1 to 2, every 1 to 3 years it should be tested, depending on age, family history, things like that. Cholesterol, same thing, every 1 to 5 years, again, depending on age, family history. Cancer screening is a big one, too. Prostate cancer screening is one thing we really push. Now, men don't want to do that because that typically means a digital rectal exam. You say that, men want to go the other way. Women get their pap smears every year, and they've been doing it for a long time. So we tell them, man up and do it.
The test, making the appointment for them really does help.